Hello there, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff happening in the VTuber world. Today we talk about this VTuber right here, BananaJuju, who's gotten a lot of hate recently because people think they are racist. And that's because the VTuber model has some dreadlocks. Apparently people believe only black people are allowed to have dreadlocks, so people with white, fairer skin like BananaJuju don't deserve dreadlocks. And to that I say that's a bunch of nonsense because anyone can have whatever hairstyle they like. It doesn't matter if she has dreadlocks and fair skin. Just because someone has a certain hairstyle doesn't mean you need to harass them. That's just silly. And so this is a tweet that started it all. He's just instantly saying hi, say it back. And you can see right now she got 7.5 million views because a lot of people didn't like the fact that she had white skin and had dreadlocks. Now, not all the comments were negative. A lot were quite positive. But along with the positive comments were also negative comments that didn't like the fact that she was having like this hairstyle that should, according to them, belong to black people. You can see one of them right here saying, "Why your model got dreads when you white, bro?" And she's saying, "Why are leaves green?" And this is arguably the person who made the most noise about, not liking the dreads. And she's saying, so am I the only one uncomfortable with a white model rocking dreads? And she shows an emoji that implies that they are uncomfortable. This person is called Misty Blushes. And Misty Blushes would continue to say, like the fact that they have it mixed with straight hair too. There's a full-on 3D braid next to a false C lock. And already people are fighting back because obviously there shouldn't be a problem with the hairstyle. But Rev says Desu saying, no, it's just you, get real problems.
A silly tweet, wanting to promote my new avatar, saying hi. Now say it back. Just to tease my new model, and the post took off. Let's fight back. Let's destroy her. Let's interpretate the whole thing into a racist bullshit. Of course, I was super happy to finally have that people finally started noticing me, even if I wish that it would have been for another reason and not cause so much ruckus among those V-tweeters. Hey, you don't know me. You are saying shitty things that are not true, and stop it. Get some help. I love to travel. I lived in countries all over the globe. What I'm trying to say is I am friends with people from all cultured backgrounds and nations. I have never in my life been pointed at, and people have never come up to me and said, "Oh, look, a white girl with dreadlocks." Never. I guess it just happens here on Twitter.
Am I the only one that's uncomfortable with a white model rocking dreads? Yeah. This is a 26-year-old woman. This is a Karen in training right here complaining about this girl's model. Next to 4C lock. Bitch, shut the fuck up. What are you, retarded? What the hell are you talking about? She got ratioed anyway? Good. Good. These people, by the way, these people are the Karens. They are the worst. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Where are they coming from? What is she saying? She's saying that, and I maybe I'm implying this because I look at her profile picture, right? She's assuming that having braids is somehow a form of racial cultural appropriation, and she doesn't like the fact that this girl is using the braids while having a white avatar. That's what I'm assuming she's trying to bring up and talk. These people view their own mental inability to cope with any degree of friction in their life, and something that even makes them slightly uncomfortable, as a problem that needs to be solved by other people. And I think that's really the main issue that these people have, is that they care about doing this and they don't like something, and because they don't like it, they put the imposition on somebody else to solve their problem. That's the problem. That's the issue. And so anyway, this is a huge issue. It's very fucking annoying, and I am so tired of people doing this. The VTuber's a monkey. It's not even a human avatar. Why are they getting mad? Because they're stupid. That's why. And the thing is that the only thing that you should do to people like this Don't explain it to them. Just mock them and ignore them.
Someone called Mary would say the BananaJuju situation really does feel like history repeating itself. White person does cultural appropriation, black people rightfully get mad, white person profits from it, white person shows their true colors, once done. Just something I noticed. The controversy was so large that even asmongold reacted to the situation. And BananaJuju is sharing this video saying, "The humble Jesus himself was once more seriously based. Thank you for your take. At asmongold, this is exactly why I do not explain or excuse myself towards racists or take a knee in front of them. We live in 2025 now, guys. Enjoy life and be a free spirit."
I am not your average 20-odd VTuber who breaks apart just because mentally ill people are writing things about me on the internet.
Sure enough, there was so much backlash that Missy Blushies is actually muting her notifications because of so many people responding negatively to her disapproval of BananaJuju's hairstyle. And here Missy Blushies is saying, "Okay y'all, I'm muting my notifications for a day or more until this blows over. I'm glad you are having a discussion, but there's only so much I can take in one sitting." And here we have someone called Hylian Fiend laughing at her saying, "This has to be the funniest thing I've seen all week. This VTuber attacked another VTuber, BananaJuju, trying to come after them for their model hair. And it backfired so spectacularly. Then, after all the backlash and criticism, then instead of apologizing, made this tweet." And he's referring to this tweet right here, saying she is muting her notifications, probably because so many people are upset at her and tweeting at her, trying to tell her that she's wrong. More and more people found out about the situation and now they're supporting her. Some of them saying, "Show BananaJuju some love, guys. Got some butthurt, perpetually online crybabies on her ass for having dreads and being a monkey VTuber. I find it funny how they self-report and gatekeep monkey VTubers. Gotta be a specific skin color? Do y'all hear yourselves?" Someone called Dragonair, who's still unhappy with BananaJuju's hairstyle, saying, "With the information I've gathered about BananaJuju, I'm sorry. But if you support this person, then I would kindly ask that you unfollow me. My community is a safe space for minorities, which includes people of color." Dragonair shares a tweet where BananaJuju says, "When you forgot to brush and too lazy to care," in response to a tweet that says, "Hey, so you know I love the hair. People are getting jealous of it. I don't know why, but they are jealous." And here, someone called Mau Mau is saying, generally asking is it not kind of racist or at the very least rude to call a hairstyle that many people choose to style their hair in lazy and unbrushed?
Like I mentioned before, I have dreadlocks in real life. So when I was a little kid, my mama tried to brush them out. I have curly frizzy hair and they often tangled up. And mama brute forced with a comb and trying to untangle it. So once I got a bit older, I actually decided to not brush them anymore and let nature take its course. See, I am lazy, but that doesn't mean that I'm calling dreadlocks a lazy hairstyle, and I didn't mean to insult anyone else for wearing them. But for me, I started to tangle up because I stopped brushing it. I've got frizzy.
And now we have a dear spirit defending BananaJuju, saying, "So TLDR, BananaJuju has dreadlocks IRL in real life. He wanted to put them in her model so a part of her will be in it, like I did with the animal skulls. He travels around the world and meets a lot of people from different cultures while having dreadlocks. The fact that she travels around the world and meets a lot of people from different cultures only proves my point that it's mostly Americans who are bothered by this. Most people around the world are not bothered by white women with dreadlocks, and yes, I mean the black people too. Well, I agree that you should respect people who feel uncomfortable with this, and I'm sorry if it makes them uncomfortable, but just because you're uncomfortable doesn't mean the world needs to change to accommodate you. You can just ignore it and move on instead of demanding her to change. Please be respectful to people even when you disagree with them. This entire cancellation of BananaJuju has backfired spectacularly because now the VTuber has 15,000 new followers on Twitter. She's saying, "Looking forward to fun times with all of you. What else can I say than thank you?" And you can see BananaJuju has 21,000 followers as well. And now BananaJuju addresses the situation for a second time. "When some people try to bully you, and it has the opposite effect, never in my wildest dreams did I ever expect such a thing to happen. So many of you standing out for me, so much love. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for following me. This sure is bananas." BananaJuju continues by trying to defend asmongold, a Apparently, some people just don't like Asmongold, and she felt that she had to defend him because he is a controversial figure. So someone who's controversial, who's defending your controversy, might seem controversial itself. So she's trying to diffuse the situation. Yeah, she's trying to say, yeah, I'm gonna accept Asmongold's help while still keeping a certain distance because of how controversial this guy is. At least that's the vibe I get from a tweet. And she's saying, hey, hello, you guys can say whatever you want about Asmongold and his community. You can criticize his appearance, you can criticize the way he lives, or even that he can be an asshole sometimes. Heck, even I think he's an asshole. Not my husband though. For him, he is the peak of Twitch and a god walking amongst mortals. And that is the beauty of free speech. But you can simply just not deny that he's most of the time a logical person and speaks straight up facts, no matter how harsh they sound. Over the last few days, I realized how great and welcoming the Roaches are, and the Roaches are basically Asmongold's fans. I went from 40 viewers to 500. I guess she means CCV. A part of all the new bananas are also the Roaches, and got anxious that I will not be able to handle the influx, or even be able to moderate my Twitch chat. I was seriously nervous and scared about what would happen. Remember, I was a 40 viewer Andy. But here we are after several days, 0 timeouts or bans. I have the greatest of times, and our community of bananas stays inclusive, happy and welcoming to anyone who just wants to have a good time. This entire controversy was ridiculous to begin with, and all it took was just some random photo with, dreadlocks to piss off so many people. I don't think this is an issue. I think this is basically people being too insensitive, people just not understanding that people can have whatever hairstyle they want. The controversy has spilled off to other VTubers as well, or saying they are quite worried about, having dreadlocks in the hairs of their VTuber model. This VTuber, Captain Maybe, is saying, I don't know if my model's gonna be considered controversial too. I'm white and I also have a dreadlock and braids. With everything going on right now, it's honestly gotten me a little scared and overthinking like, is this too controversial? I really love dreads though. Again, this is completely fine. People are just overreacting to stupid things. People can have whatever hairstyle they want. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. This is Terry Nebula signing out.